Alright, what's going on, GoalChasers? Alright, I'm back. Today's Thursday. So yesterday, I took a day off. And recovered, a recovery day, and I'm so happy I did it. I really needed it. For those who know the greatness of a recovery day, then you understand what I'm saying. But you know, a lot of times we feel like we can't take a day off. And for those people, I totally understand what you're talking about, because for probably the first 6 months to a year of me working out, I did not want to take a day off. I was so scared to take a day off because I felt like taking a day off would end up being a year off before you know it. And the only reason I felt that way is because I've experienced that. So I feel good. I feel like I'm in my habits. I feel like my habits are a part of my daily routine now, and it's part of my lifestyle. You know, they say it's got to be a lifestyle change. I hate that, but it has to be a lifestyle change. So they wasn't lying. But you know, it's got to be part of your lifestyle. So working out, your diet, what you eat, it's got to be part of the lifestyle. And it is what it is. You know, there's not much you can do about that. Besides, you know, stick to the program. Stick to whatever your program is. So, you know, I took the recovery day yesterday because I did 3 straight run days and lift, and you know, I did all that. I was feeling sore. I was feeling tired. And after 3 straight run days, I do like to take a day off of running, and usually do like elliptical or the bike, but I just took a day off. I was pretty busy yesterday, doing a whole lot of things, working with Claude, you know, and if you don't know what Claude is, it has been my personal assistant, and it works so good. So for those who aren't afraid of AI, I recommend Claude. But I've been working with Claude a lot to work on my finances, work on my way ahead as far as my business, as far as photography, cinema, or cinematography or videography, and this content creation. Coming up with more ideas, coming up with just outlines for new content, everything. It does it all. It puts it on your calendar. It reminds you. It does all of the good things. So this ain't a Claude video, but it is something that is really good. So I kind of jumped in with both feet and just have been trying to organize my life. I think organization is very important. Once you're organized and once you have a way forward with as little to no distractions as possible. And when I'm talking about distractions, it's like, say I gotta go somewhere tomorrow. If I iron my clothes tonight, get them all ready to go, then in the morning, I don't have to iron. In the morning when I'm tired and don't feel like ironing, I don't have to iron. So that is out of the way. It's already ironed, put it on, let's go. And a lot of that time, or a lot of that preparation results in better time management. So all things I'm learning at 45 years old. And so, and all things I probably needed all through life, but what they say is better now, or better late than never. And so, yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of that stuff honed in on, focused, and, you know, keep my fitness priority, as well as, you know, keep everything in its place and attack it all at certain times of the day. And so far so good. But yeah, so today we're getting ready for this workout, and I've been using this pre-workout here. It's I don't know if it's new, but it's something I got from GNC. It's called Ultra Pump Fuel, and it's not too bad. Not too bad, you know. I found that these pre-workouts have these crazy names, and that's what attracts you to them, because, you know, insanity is where I'm trying to be when I get in the gym. I don't even want to think about being tired. I want to be just insanely focused on the workout, and it don't do all that, but you know, I do get a good workout. I get a good sweat. I also use Sweet Sweat, so if you ever look at me and you see me shining before I even go in the gym, it's because I'm using Sweet Sweat. I didn't work out before I worked out, but I'm using Sweet Sweat, and that Sweet Sweat, I've been using that since 2017. So I stand by the Sweet Sweat because it just helps me sweat a lot more, and that sweat is motivating in a way. And so yeah, you feel like when you sweat more, you're burning more calories and you're losing more weight. At least that's how I feel. I don't know how true that is. I know sweat is just your body's way of cooling itself down. That's more technical, but I feel like it's melting fat, and your fat is crying and you're getting it off. So that's my take on it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take the pre-workout. We're gonna drink my meal replacement shake, which is brought to you by Huel. No sponsor, none of that. This is just what I use. I use this, and I have another one. This is just protein, and it's, you know, I want to get as much protein in my system as possible. If you're on one of the GLP-1s, they tell you get protein in your system, protein and water. So this has, what is it? It's got like 40 grams of protein in it, I think. This had, yeah, 40 grams of protein for 2 scoops. So that's good. And it's good to get something in your system before you work out. Now, I'm the type of person who doesn't like to eat like a solid meal before I work out, because it just makes me, it's just heavy on me. So I usually will drink something or have nothing at all besides the pre-workout. So if you're anything like me, and now after the workout, I'm cool with eating, but before, I need either liquid or nothing. So we're going to the UFC gym today. I'll, you know, show you around there a little bit, give you a little tour of the gym. Then we're gonna get into this workout. So I'll see you there.
Look, show up, back out,